Hey Coach, I'm so excited you found us on YouTube. First of all, go subscribe and like. That means so much to us, and we're trying to get to 100,000. That's kind of our goal. Second thing is make sure you go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. If you want to win more games, have more fun in less time, hundreds of videos, less than $1 a day. It's unbelievable. You get my personal email address, you get everything. You too can become a better basketball coach. Let me help you put some championship banners in your gym. So let me help you do that. Go over and check it out. Let's head off to the video.
So, in our defensive schemes, like all coaches, we sort of beg and borrow and steal from other coaches. And my philosophy of our defenses comes from a myriad of guys. And it's mostly men in these cases. It's the Bobby Knight man-to-man philosophy, but it's the Rick Pitino when he was at Kentucky philosophy. Rick's been around so often that we use his philosophy back at Kentucky. Now that he has all those NBA guys, boy oh boy, he makes it work, doesn't he? Okay, but he's a great coach. So let's go with the color scheme. So I can take you through how we use our color scheme with our multiple defenses. So we try to make it as simple as possible, fellas. So when it comes to our half-court defense, we put them into a yellow. But what we like to do is we push everything to the middle. We don't like pushing anything to the baseline. We used to do that. We want to push things to the middle. So Aaron has me, okay, and when Aaron is defending me straight up, he's defending me straight up, okay, got that? But if he gets beat here, we got help. Don't come to the help, let him come to you. We always have our defensive help sit there and not come there. And the reason is, okay, so okay, if that guy's beating Aaron, you become the point guard that's beating you off the dribble. And if you go get him, I'm going to fade and shoot the three, aren't I? Does that make sense? So we want you to sit there. Okay, we don't teach help and recover. We just teach help. Because help means recover, and that's too long for y'all to go. Does that make sense to you? So let's start that again. This is our base yellow defense, a straight man-to-man defense. So Aaron's on me. If Aaron beats me, you just sit there and hit. Okay? And then once things slow up, it's going to recover things. And you have an easier time to get to your fellow. Okay? So that's base defense. Okay? In our base yellow defense, just some philosophy here. Let's have Sam come over. Let's pretend you're the offensive player. Okay? You're the offensive player. 3/4 inside. Okay? Now, in this situation, okay, if that ball goes into the post, okay, what we teach, now if Sam is a quality post person, we're going to come over and trap him right away. If he's just an average post, we trust Caleb can take him. But let's say he's a quality post. As that ball is in the air, you're going to drop to the baseline side of him, and Joe, you're busting tail and trapping him on a double team on the top side. Okay, so pass comes in. There's the trap coming hard, but Joe, you come right at him and make him feel for you. Now what you're doing is you're just face guarding me. Face guard me, so I can't get the ball back. So you're going to take this away. So we got this action, that double team, and now remember we have 5 people. So Aaron's sitting here because Aaron's in his man-to-man, and I'm sitting weak side helping out on this side of the floor. Okay? The point is, the reason for it, and you can run your man-to-man any way you want, but it's just simple philosophy that we have, okay, that we don't go chase a help, we sit on a help. So we can always keep in line with our guy that we have to guard. And then secondly, if that's a quality post person, we're going to attack him hard from the weak side block, and that could be anyone. Okay? So here we go again. Passes in, maximum pressure, drop, and attack hard. Bam! Okay? And we want belly up. So I want Joe belly up right here, man, and get right up on him. So he can't make that pass across because Aaron's sitting here, and this weak side guard here is going to sit down here. So this is our base yellow defense off of our man-to-man color principles. Okay, that's yellow. Now, that's just a couple things. The reason for this DVD, it's not really to teach you how to play your man-to-man because you have your own philosophy. I'm teaching you 2 components to ours, but the reality is it's the color scheme. So yellow, half-court defense. Red, full court man-to-man. It's full court, and we're going to pick up full, okay? And what we want to do in that full court red man-to-man is we want to slow up the process. So as we're going down the court here, okay, so you all go down the court and play defense. My guards are here full court man-to-man, okay? Just simulate that you're playing guys on offense. but Aaron has me. Aaron's job is to slow me down. Okay, just slow me down. He wants to keep turning me. Okay, just to slow things down in the red. Okay, got that? And it's just a base defense. All it is a base defense. And his objective is to bust some seconds off the clock. Okay, we recognize in the red, with scouting like you scout, that I recognize that my opposing point guard, he or she is all they have, right? She or he's got to go 32. So I want to wear them out. And it may be my point guard, Aaron, but then all of a sudden, I got a great point defender in Joe, and Joe's going to come up and defend, or Chad's going to come up and defend. But we're going to take turns to slow them down. So it's not an Einstein like, oh my God, it's so creative, coach. But for my fellas, red, stoplight, stop, full court, yellow, real simple. Okay, so red is full, yellow is half, and now, in our color scheme, we have a blue. Okay, and you can use whatever color schemes you want. But for us, the kids have identified the colors by what they might symbolize, meaning-wise. So red, bam, hot, full court, men. Yellow, kind of cautionary, take your time. And blue, we sink. And in our blue defense, we sink everything inside the 3 line. Okay? And again, as this DVD is being videotaped tonight in June, we have the Spurs and Heat in Game 4 of the NBA Finals. And what I like about the Spurs is how the Spurs defend a LeBron James and a D. Wade. And I'm a big fan of D. Wade being from Milwaukee, but yet I love the Spurs and how they defend, because the Spurs, as we know, are saying to the Heat, go ahead, try that J, man. And they're trying, right? They're daring him to shoot the threes, and that's not LeBron's game nor D. Wade's. So they bring in guys like Mark Miller, who's hit threes, but Mark Miller can't play D. And so they don't mind giving up threes by Mark Miller, because they'll score on him on the end. So here's our philosophy. We don't want to get beat on teams that can really take it to the rack. And we play teams back in Milwaukee that have great quickness that go to the basket, but they have limited 3 abilities. So we'll just sit in the blue. You got to sit inside the 3 line. And there's a lot of communication. We got to get a hand up on the 3 shooter. We got to get a hand up on the 3 shooter, but our goal is to take away the drive. So again, same philosophy. It's just sitting. Yeah, just sit. Okay? But if a shot goes up on any threes, a byproduct of our philosophy is that the byproduct, still Chad, right? Your name hasn't changed. Okay, so as Chad is now the 3 shooter, I'm defending him in a blue, and he shoots the 3, we never, and I mean we never, and I mean we never box out the 3 shooter, because too often I've seen, whether it's the NBA, college, or high school, guys boxing, and all of a sudden what happens? Flop City foul, he's got a 3-pointer, maybe a 4-pointer. And when we think about things logically, how often does a 3-point shooter get an offensive rebound? If he does, his defender should maybe play tennis or some other sport. Okay? So we teach our fellas just to touch, not even touch, but just phantom, and turn and sit right here, or go get the rebound. Because we don't want that guy getting that ugly, you know what I mean, box out where the guy flaps and goes. Okay? So that's just a byproduct. So our blue, we sit into a sagging man-to-man. Our objective, no drives, no drives, no drives. Okay? And it's a roll of the dice sometime. Now what will teams do? They'll come in and maybe bring a good 3 shooter in, right? So with our philosophy with the good 3 shooters, in our blue, okay? Now, right now, no good 3 shooter. Joe has a foot in the paint, weak side. Okay, real simple, good 3 shooter, you're out fading on that man, okay? Let's say your man's sitting corner. You're fading on him, you're sinking here then, Joe. Wherever the 3 shooter is, we got both feet out of the paint, okay? This is a good 3 shooter, we got to get up on him. Now, recognizing, with good scouting, if he can't go hold off of him, you're not going to sit and help, you're going to defend him. But if this guy can do both, then, and he's better to his left or his right, let's say we've scouted the man, and he can shoot the trays, and he can also go rack, but he's good on his right, you got to sit up and help, and you recognize that, you come on over. Okay? Does that make sense? So philosophy is based on scouting. And if you know your opponent, you're going to be pretty good. But if you go in not knowing your opponent, then you're rolling the dice. And that's what this is all about, because you're sitting here watching this TV, but you're going to be doing something else. And I appreciate that. Okay? So back to the 32, not the 32, the blue. It's a sagging defense. Blue is cool. Okay? So real simple for right? We got the red, full court, yellow, half court, blue, second inside the 3 line.
Hey Coach, glad you're liking the video. Make sure you like down below. That helps us a ton. Subscribe, hit the little bell up above, get a notification when we go live every day. Also, make sure you go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better.
Now we go to our white. Now remember the white principles off the 32? So when do y'all think where are we gonna trap off the white? Corner, right? So philosophy-wise, we want the ball to go to the corner. So most offenses, as you know, will start off an entry, right? Off the wing, the pass goes corner. So when we recognize that, again, it's all about scouting. When we recognize that we go against some teams that have great sets, we don't want to get into the set. I don't want to see the set. Okay, so I know, man, this squad runs these great sets. Forget it. I don't want to see that nor hear that noise. So their guard is going to make that entry. So you become that guard. I'm popping out here, right? And here I come. You're defending me. Okay, but don't let me come here, push me to the corner, and then let me go. Then let me go. And let it come here. Now, bam, here we go. Front, attack, and bye-bye. We trap the you-know-what out of them. Okay, so that's our white. White goes trap in the corner. And I mentioned to these guys early on, when we're done with this DVD, they will know all of these defenses without me having to go through the second time. Okay, because color is much easier to remember than anything else is. The numbers are easy. If they don't know what a 32 is, then again, it's a different sport for them. 32. Yes. 23. I wonder what that is. 13. You get the idea? Okay, so back to our color scheme. So the white we trap in the corner. The keys to the white in the corner, let them have the ball in the corner. The postman's got to front. If my postman doesn't front and they get a post up, I'm not a happy guy, and neither should you be. Okay? So far, so good. More colors coming at you. Black is my team's all-time favorite trap. And by the way, with the black, you can go full court or you can go half court. 3 principles to the black. Remember, this is all going to come together, okay, in a few minutes. Okay? So, in the black, come on, Aaron. Aaron's playing D on me, man. Now, Aaron's call it the black, okay? And with the black, there are 3 times we get into the black. And once we get into it, we just trap any chance we can and we attack the ball individually, if that's the case. Exactly. Great. He wants to push me one way or the other. So you're going to lead me this way. If it comes on a dribble, then you come get the dribble and bam. You shoot, you sit. Right? Okay? That's one way that we attack off the black. Okay? Let's say the pass goes back to the corner. That's our second way we trap off the black. There are 3 ways we trap off the black. One way, as Aaron has pushed me, come get me, bam, shoot, sit, bam. Okay? This time, though, the entry has come to here. So the pass is made Aaron. Now he's on offense. The pass has come to here, but we only trap in the white. No, only it's got to be free throw line or lower. So if it comes here, then we trap him. Well, now this is all man-to-man. But the pass in the corner is another trap out of the black. The dribble at someone is another out of the black. And, of course, the one we really enjoy most. Okay, let's say now you guys are sitting, but let's say Caleb's on my team. Okay, Caleb, here on my team. Aaron, come guard coach. You come set a pick for me. Okay, the third way, anytime there's a pick, you just, bam, you attack and you guys trap me real fast. And you got to shoot that pass. Okay, you got to shoot it, you got to sit. Okay, in our black philosophy, there are 3 times you trap off of it. Dribble at, ball corner, okay, and pick and roll. But you have to attack that pick and roll really, really hard. You have to sprint to it. Now, in the black, which again is our most successful trap in these multiple traps, here's the key. It's not that first trap because that's a key, but it's the next pass, because if we don't steal the next pass, now we got to scramble. And in this scramble, we have to show you how that works. Okay? So with that concept, ball here, you 2 guys have trapped it. Caleb, let's pretend you're the dribbler here. So you have the ball, Caleb. And that trap has happened. Okay, you're sitting there, and now you hit me weak side off that pass over here. Because this is usually where that pass goes. Chad's going to come get me, get right up in my face, and make me now put the ball on the floor. Okay, now why do we want that? Because their offense, their philosophy and set is done. They're starting to scramble also. And if we allow him, meaning me, just to sit here and look, shyster, they can get us, can't they? But if you come get me right away, I have to panic, and I got to put the ball on the floor. If I put it this way, what are you going to do? Come get me, man. And then I pass it there. Get up in his face. Go get him in his face. Bam. And make it put it on the floor. Okay? We can't allow in the black defensive traps any looks. If you allow a look, we're going to get beat on it. So that's the key. So in the black, you have the 3 chances of trapping. One off the dribble, one off the pick and roll, one off the corner. But once that second pass comes, you take the closest guy to you or girl to you, and you get it right up in their face, and you make them put the ball on the floor and make them make a decision. Because right now you've got them out of their offense, and you have them panicking, and that's when you get them. We love running this when our opposing team is running a good offense, and I want to disrupt them. Okay? The greatness about this philosophy, which is not mine, it's been begged, borrowed, and stolen, is that you change the tempo of the game. Too often, teams just sit in a basic half-court offense, and they're getting beaten, we let it happen. We hope that our guys somehow will change defensively, but it just doesn't happen in some games. We all know that. I've been there as a player back in the 20th century, so I understand it. Okay? But it hasn't changed much in the 21st century. So we got it? Red, full court, yellow, half court, blue sagging, white trap corners, and black 3 times anything goes. We got more colors, guys. Okay? The next one. Isn't this fun? It's grays. Okay? Now, the gray defense comes from the Milwaukee Bucks, of which I'm from Milwaukee, and Del Harris ran the gray a lot. He didn't call it a gray, but I call it a gray because back then Del Harris had gray hair, and I had hair, and it wasn't gray. So I guess it's kind of fitting that I'm running it right now. Here's the gray. Any transition baskets, man. We just got a transition basket. We had a breakaway. One of my fellas throws a dunk down, places juiced and jacked, and off we go. We go right into a gray. The only guy that can call a gray is my 5-man. Remember, in our 32, quiz time, the only guy that can switch the defenses is the point guard. That's his responsibility because he sees it. Well, if I'm running my gray defense, which I need my 5-man on the ball, and he's calling it down there, it's not going to be effective, is it? But if my fellas are busting tail, okay, and now there's been, now you just made the layup, okay, and you 3 are transitioning down. So you guys are at half court, you 3. Okay, you 3. And as you've just made the layup, we're on offense, okay? In this case, we're going that way. Sam is the 5. He makes the layup, bam. Sam is yelling, gray, 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 gray. Now, but you're on my team. So Sam is yelling gray. Okay, he comes right in the ball. And now he's all over it. Okay, good. So far, so good. So in that situation, he calls out the gray. It's a transition basket. It's a fast break basket. Joe and Aaron are my 1 and 2. It's like a 1-2-1-1, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You're on ball. You guys are sitting, but you're fronting. You've turned and you're taking anyone away. And here's Chad. You're my free safety, a la football. You're back, blocking the crap at everything that comes your way. Okay. And what they've done is they're picking up guys in their press breaker, but they're fronting because we're thinking 5-second call. Any pass over the top, Chad's got your, not your back, but your front. Because Chad's got anyone going on a lob, right? If another guy comes in, you pick him up. Okay? So in the gray philosophy, let's do that again and simulate it as best as we can. It comes off of fast break baskets. Okay? A fast break basket. So Aaron, steal, breakaway. Sam is yelling, gray, 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 gray. And off we go. Now he's all over me. Okay? And these 2 guys are denying, trying to get a 5-second call. And if a third guy comes in and Chad picks up, you got to let them know they have to turn that and not get burned over the top. Okay? Ball goes in, corner, and what are we in? All of our grays then go into a black. And we trap everywhere we can. Make sense? Okay? Pretty good? I bet you guys would like to do this, man. It's fun. It's fun. Okay? So, I get excited. I love this stuff. Basketball in June, nothing better. Okay? So, in the gray philosophy, great defense, breakaway baskets. We got to lay up. One of my fellas throws a dunk down, places juiced and jacked, 5s all over the ball. We try to get a 5-second call. Now think about what the offense has to do. And we've statted this kind of stuff. Coach needs a life, doesn't he? But I stat this kind of stuff. On average, they only have 3 seconds to get the ball in. You know that? Because in the breakaways happen, and the smart thing that Sam did, and he didn't know it, he gave me the ball, right? Give me the ball, because now it's 1, 2, and their fellas have to come what? Set up for their press breaker, right? So they're trying to set up for their press breaker. We're at 2, 3, 4, panic sets in. Make sense? And we tell our bigs to do that all the time. Give it to that guy right away, like, oh, I just want to swear, but I better not. Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's our gray. And then once the ball is inbounded, we black the crap out of it. Okay? And it's common sense black. So the pass comes in here, common sense. Guy sitting there on the inbound, shoot him. Take him away, and hold the ball there. On the backside, Caleb here I go. Hello. On the backside, Caleb is using the soccer mentality. Yeah, we use all sports in this game. That means he's only literally as high as the last offensive players. So if I'm sitting here, you're with me. Okay? If I'm sitting here, you're always going to stay 1 step below me. Make sense? So if they get everyone here, whoo, we're in much better shape. Make sense? That's the gray. So far, so good? There's more colors. We got more for you. What do we run after the gray? First pass, we move into a what? What's that? I do. Okay, so we've continued out the color scheme. We just finished off with the gray. The gray happens after transition baskets. First pass in, we grow gray right into our black, and it's trap anywhere it goes. Okay, and you really can't make a mistake in that. The only way you get hurt is by not hustling. And you have to have guys or young women that really want to get it done, and you'll have success.
Hey coach, hope you're liking the video. If you are, hit like down below. That helps us a lot for people to find us. That's the first thing. Second thing is make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell up above, and you'll get a notification every day when we put a new video up. And then go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better.
We have 3 more colors. The next color is the green. Okay? Now in the green, we're in a base man-to-man defense. Okay? My apologies, I just said last time the gray was Del Harris, Milwaukee Bucks. Of course, green, Milwaukee Bucks again. That's also back in the day when I used to watch the Bucks and Del Harris. I don't watch them much anymore. Hopefully, someday I'll get back to them. But in the green, colors of the Bucks, what we like to do is that in a man-to-man concept, whatever player they have that needs to be double-teamed, we're going to have that one person be the green in that double team. So what that simply means, let's say Caleb is having a load of a guy. His guy's 6'7", about 230, and our base defense is not really working that well because my other post may be in foul trouble. So what we do is we designate one person as the green. So Joe is the green in this situation. So Joe knows that because Joe is playing against an opponent of the 5 people we're playing against, is their weakest offensive player. So the green guy should be playing against our opponent's weakest player offensively. So as that ball gets moved around, okay, Aaron, make the pass into me here. And Caleb has me. I'm the 6'7" load here, 230. Make the pass in. You come and get me right away. You got to double team me, okay? Now, what we teach our fellas, and it's all about scouting, Caleb knows what my best move is on this side of the floor. And I love to spin. He knows I want to spin. So you took that spin away. It's like, oh, no. So he knows his best move. And you jump that best move. But you know Joe's always going to be there for you. But the key to Joe is that Joe's got to get there while the ball's in the air. Okay? Got that? Okay? Real simple. So in our green, one guy is designated as the green defender. Okay? So once again, Sam, you now be that 6'7", 230 load of a guy, and you got to go get. Now what happens here? Well, yeah, no, Aaron, don't. Remember. Good. What's our philosophy now that you've learned with me in help and recovery? Do we go get him? No, we sit, don't we? So Aaron's going to sit because now you sit in a 2-on-1 philosophy. You're chapping him, okay? So if that ball comes back out here, you sit, you come get, you go back, okay? Let's say Chad is the green in this situation. So Chad knows that he's got to start fading that way from the weak side. So as we get that entry in, ball's in the air, Chad's going to go hard. We know, no, you're no longer the green because Chad's now the green. Okay, but I like that also, man. He loves to spin, don't you? So take his spin away. Take his spin away. Okay, got that? Makes sense? Or he likes to drop step. Okay? So the green philosophy, you designate one of your defensive players as the green man or woman, and they always shoot on the double team. Coach, what about a good guard? Do you also agree in the good guard? For those that are watching, that's an excellent question, because we do that. Okay? So I'm the man here. Okay? This point guard is coming across half court, and what we like doing in our greens, late in games, people want to sit, 1-4, right? You're sitting down there, 10-9, you're just sitting here, a la NBA. We don't want that to happen, because I don't want to watch him do his thing. So what we like to do in the green on a good point guard, we'll run a green, and Chad screen as soon as it comes across half court, let's get it out of his hand. Bam. Get it out of his hand. Now, Sam is the offensive player. So, Sam, I'm going to pass it to you. Your offense, go recover. Now, you just sit on me and then deny me. Mano on mano. Deny eyeball to eyeball, like a box in one. Okay? So, thank you. So, when we see green on a guard, especially at the end of quarters, we're going to green him with another guard. So, now it's green Joe, and as soon as he crosses half court, let's get it out of his hands. Let's get it out of his hands right away. Go get your man, and now you take him away. So you can green guards also, okay? You can green that really good guard anywhere you want, Not that we see a D-Way kind of player in high school, but if you got the kind of guy that, he gets the ball on the wing here, we know his game is off the wing, we might run a green Aaron. But we'd rarely do that with a point guard. So maybe you're the green here, and we jump him here. The key to the green is in situations, in games where you know, and I know, and they know who's going to get the ball at the end of the quarter or in a set, we get them out of that right away. We don't mess around. That's one of the keys. Out of timeouts, we know what their set is going to be. We know who's going to get the ball. Not going to happen. It's hard to deny him the ball on the inbound. We're going to go get him or her right away. We're going to double team them. So our green takes the scorer out of the score, whether it's a guard or a post. Make sense, fellas? And these guys do the right thing. So, coaches, you always recognize that once we come and double team them, come and double team me, they just sit and go to a pseudo type of zone, right? You know where your fellas are. Keep ball here, right? You know that Joe has run. You've seen that happen. You know Joe's happening, so you're sitting right here, okay? Because you're going to sit not to chase, but just to sit and help. Never chase it. Because if that pass goes to here, you're sitting here. You're sitting there helping now, right? Caleb, you're sitting, not coming over, just sitting. You come, you settle back, and now what are you doing? Eyeballing, boxing one in that man. We don't want him to get the ball, I'm guessing that Aaron last year, man, or a couple years, end of quarters, they're going to get him the ball so he can do his thing. I don't want Aaron to beat me. I hate the philosophy, this is my first opinion, but I hate the philosophy that says, well, we don't care if that guy gets his 30. In high school ball, we can't let that guy get his 30 because that guy's going to beat us. I don't believe that philosophy in high school. I believe you've got to take their best player away, and the green does that. But you've got to keep switching up on that too, because good coaches will take that away, won't they? They'll wait for that trap, okay? And so we'll switch up on that. We're down to 2 colors, okay? Now we're at the purple. Now here's when we run purples. It's very simple, and I don't know why more people don't run it, but that's not for me to judge. It's for me to run it. On any inbound plays, you guys are defending, let's say, a simple box inbound play. They're running a box set. So you're on me. You know what I'm saying? A simple box. So defend there. Get on the elbow. Come down here, Joe. Come over here. So they're running, a simple box inbound. On any inbound, we run a purple. And our purple is real simple. We switch on every pick. I'm not getting beat on an inbound. I refuse to get beat on an inbound. I'm a stat junkie. I stat how many times I score on my inbounds and how many times they don't score. I'm telling you what, if you score 6 points and you hold them to 2, that's a 4-point advantage. That's very good math, by the way. Okay? But my philosophy is I don't want you to beat me at any part of your game. And with the purple, you switch on all picks. Now you're probably thinking, what if they set picks on a guard to a post? Well, I get that. So they might end up with an advantage off that. But if they do, as soon as that happens, what am I going to do? I see that, so I go, stay with me, I go orange-green, and then I trap that guy. Okay? But we purple all sets under the basket, all the time. And my opponents know that, because I don't want them to score. And it's effective. Quiz is coming pretty soon, You have a quiz coming. You're going to get it right. What we have to make sure is none of my opponents back in Milwaukee get this DVD. It'll be banned in sales in the greater Milwaukee area. Just keep that in mind. Okay? Over here, orange. Okay? Orange. Okay, now in the orange, it's side outs. We like running oranges after timeouts, okay, after quarters, mostly after quarters or halves, okay? So I'm taking the ball in. Got that? So there's a person inbounding the ball. So in most cases, let's say they stack it here. So give me a stack. Okay, we're going to simulate both offense and defense, okay? So let's make it real simple. The 2 guys in black shirts are on offense. The 3 guys in white shirts are on defense. So you guys are guarding these 2 guys. Okay, you're guarding me. Pretend this is black. Okay, let's say the ball goes back court. In the orange, as soon as the ball goes back court, you chase and double team. Bam, go get it. You come get me, we take that away. Okay, we like out of timeouts, especially timeouts because what? They have a set going, right? So our orange, I was running out of colors, so that's the best I can do. I'm not going to call it pink, okay? Let's just not go there. Okay, but orange is what we got. So anytime side outs out of quarters and timeouts, we run our orange. Okay, bam, go get them, shoot me. Okay, got that? We take that away. So he chases. But the orange only is run in the back court. Now here's the key, and the color schemes continue. Fellas, we're in a timeout. Okay, I'm talking. These guys have just learned all these color schemes today. And I said, here's what we're going to do. We're going orange into a black. So what is that? Our 3 traps, right? Right. If I go, we're going orange into a red, we double team the next pass, we just hit full court man-to-man. If I say we're going orange into a yellow, we double team, and then sit into our yellow. How about this one, fellas? If we go orange into our 32, shut up. Right? We trap it. Next pass, we sit 32. And then it's Aaron's show, isn't it? Because Aaron's my show now, because now the next move is dictated by what your call is, right? Okay? So those are our color schemes. So, stay with me here. Red defense, full court man, correct. Yellow defense, half court man, correct. Blue are sagging, taking away those good penetrations, those good drives, the blue. Green, I'll give you time. Oh yeah, we double team their best player. Okay, gray, transition baskets, right? Breakaways, we jump on it. My 5-man makes the call, ball, ball, ball. We try to get a 5-second call. Okay. Purple, on all inbounds, we switch on all picks, right? And orange, we just showed you. Did I miss one? White, just picks in the corner. Okay? Now, we have about 5 minutes left, I think. Okay, so let's go back to Kentucky. Let's go back to Rick Pitino. Let's go do what Rick does. Okay, Rick Pitino's defenses are predicated by, of course, great scouting, and he's a great coach. Just won a NCAA. Okay, scouting does it, but also what he does, he likes switching defenses based on not just the scouting, but where the ball is. Okay, so let me take you through that whole scheme. Okay, let's say here's Rick's philosophy. When Rick Pitino runs his, we haven't got into our free throw defenses yet, but Rick will run a made defense and a missed defense off a free throw. So on makes, he likes to go full court and trap do you know what out of them. Okay? On missed free throws, he likes going to half courts of like 1-3-1 kind of stuff. Okay, so that's Rick. Rick's defensive philosophy is based off of made shots, missed shots, made free throws, missed free throws, and where the ball is going to come in. So with him, free throws, it's usually a full court press off a make, half court press, or traps off a miss. Come here, fellas. With this philosophy, which we have used now for a long time, ball is back court, side out, going that way. Okay, my fellas know that we're going to run our black defense, back court, side out. Because that's where it always goes. So they know that. And it's usually all in the point guard. My point guards have to be very cerebral. And they're calling it out. And you can have symbols for that all, or signals. But so back court, side out, black. Okay? Defense is predicated by where the ball's coming in. Front court, side out. Orange, very good. JoJo has the orange, but we will call the orange off of side outs, out of timeouts or quarters. The ball just goes out of bounds here, we'll call our whites and go corner. So So Joe's right. Out of timeouts and quarters and halves, we go orange off this mama. But off of just an inbound, we go into our white. So my fellas know back court side outs, black, front court side outs, white. You with me so far? Okay. Fellas, it's an inbound here. What are we in? Our purple. Very good, Caleb. Okay, the purple is here. They know this. I don't even have to tell them. So Coach Pitino's philosophy back when he was coaching Kentucky back in the day was inbounds determine defense. And my fellows and my girls that ran this, they knew without me having to tell them. Okay? They know any transition baskets are grays, right? Free throws, make versus misses. Okay?
Hey, Coach, so glad you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and like before you leave. And also go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It's got everything and a roadmap for you to become a better basketball coach. So go over and check it out. And let's head back to the next video, wherever that would be.